Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you're all well. So, today I want to talk about how GTA 6 will impact the Western games industry, just not how you think it will. By the way, I'm going to apologize in advance because you might hear noises, you might hear like ambulance noises, police noise, and all that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not in the middle of a crisis or something, okay? It's just that the window is open and it's 34 degrees, guys. In the UK, it's boiling. Like I feel like I'm an egg right now, and I've been boiled enough completely. This is 8 p.m. by the way, and it's still 30 degrees. Like it's crazy. But yeah, just apologies in advance. But let's get into it. So by now, I'm sure everyone has heard that the standard edition is going to be $80 and the ultimate edition is going to be $100. Meanwhile, everyone can justify that, well, Rockstar has a good track record and they've shown that they can create an experience in open world games like no other, which I agree. At least I think I do or did at first. I came to the realization that there are a lot of differences between the Ultimate Edition and the Standard Edition, not in a way that I expected it to be. The Ultimate Edition comes with a couple of cars, a bunch of cosmetics, which is what you get usually with paying more prices. It's the same with every other game out there. But the interesting part is that if you purchase the Standard Edition, you will be locked out of certain missions, various locations in the actual game, which it's kind of weird. Like, why? What is the reason? Why would you do something like this? Mind you, that this isn't like the Ultimate Edition or Deluxe Edition like other games that you purchase it and it's bunch of cosmetics and stuff. I bought the deluxe version for Stellar Blade and Expedition 33 because of that general point. I just genuinely liked the cosmetics that were included. But this is different. This effectively puts you in a position that locks you out of in-game access to those locations purely out of greed. It's already causing a rift because some people will blindly pay for anything if they like it, regardless of realizing that by doing so, they enable these guys at Rockstar to say and think, oh yeah, we can't do any wrong. Next thing you know, they release a DLC and it will be part of the same building that you paid to unlock in the Ultimate Edition. And now all of a sudden there is a door added to it, or is a backyard, or like there is a big room or something added to it that you can't access. And they'll say, oh, sorry, you don't have access to this because you haven't paid enough. You didn't pay for the DLC. And you'd be like, well, I paid for the Ultimate Edition. It's just part of the same building. It's just a door. So you're locking this door behind another paywall? Like, how fucking pathetic is that? You see, when I see stuff like this happen, it kills the incentive for me to play that game. That keeps begging for my money. Look, I used an example before about Marvel Rivals, which I know that's a live service game and all that, but let me explain the context. I used this example in one of my other videos that I said I have bought every Psylocke skin that Marvel Rivals has ever put out. And I mentioned I did so because it was worth my investment, which means it was worth my time and energy to do so because I like her general kit. How she works in the game, her ultimate is amazing. And apart from all of that aside, Marvel Rivals gets updated 28 to 35 days. Every 28 to 35 days, they update their entire game. So there's always something for me, whether it's a new team up, whether it's a new event, whether it's a new character, a new map, whatever it is, there's always something for me to look forward to. I want you guys to understand this, that I'm not against or for pre-orders. But Rockstar has had multiple chances to do entries, whether it's on State of Play, whether it's on Summer Games Fest, whether it's on Xbox's show, whatever. It doesn't matter. They've had multiple chances to do a showcasing of a gameplay and that way steal the show entirely. They've already stolen it because they're GTA. Of course, I get that. But why not solidify that? These guys, instead of doing that, have shown the minimum. They've had 2 trailers, okay? 2 trailers in the last 13 years. They have done the minimum, but yet demand the maximum. This is coming with no physical copies, no full access with standard edition, but yet they demand full trust and want full payment before they release the full version of the game, before they show any gameplay, nothing. Dude, we got the minimum shown to us, and they're like, hey guys, you want the full version? You want access to every fucking building? Oh yeah, fork over $100. What the fuck is that? Why should we do that? Where's the trust? This isn't just you buying an Ultimate Edition. This is you agreeing to the idea of segregation so people get different treatments. And I hate that some people are bullying others online. Oh, you can't buy a game for $100? No, motherfucker, some people can't. It's that simple. Look, gaming in the last 5 years at least has become exponentially more expensive. And people have bills, they have kids, they have utilities to pay. So no, it's not that simple that they're a bunch of idiots that come online and shame others not being able to get the Ultimate Edition, and they miss the point that this isn't exactly going to impact the people who buy the standard edition, but more so the people that buy the Ultimate. Because like I mentioned before, they can also do the very similar thing they're doing to people who buy the standard edition to those who are buying the Ultimate. They can basically put those very same guys who are buying the Ultimate and shaming others in a similar position and lock them out of future stuff. And basically be like, oh, well, you know, guys, it's a DLC, so it's justified. Like, what the hell is that? It doesn't even make sense. This change will impact not only Rockstar in a bad way, but also whoever else out there that wants to follow suit, because this is yet another strategy of greed to milk people out of their money. So, of course, there are a bunch of corporate fat suits waiting for something like this to happen and be like, oh, yeah, you know what, guys? Jump on the hype train. Do the same shit. Yeah, implement the same thing tomorrow, guys. Yeah, we're going to do that shit to every customer we got. Because believe it or not, they will do that. The fact that people use Rockstar like it's their daddy's company to justify locking in-game locations and missions behind the paywall is just disgusting. Like, when Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut came out, I was still a student, and I couldn't buy it immediately. So I got it with the first Spider-Man in a deal 3 years after the fact. Because I just had a limited budget, okay? I had to get my food, cook my food. I had to pay for, like, if I wanted to get some clothes, if I wanted to, like, maybe go out with my friends. Like, I had a budget. So it's the same thing. People sit down and calculate stuff on their phones. Okay, if I pay the utilities, if I pay for diapers, if I pay for this and this and this, how much I'm left with. So this yet is another way of you just getting $100 out of that budget. Instead of you doing something to alleviate that kind of pressure that already exists, you're adding more to it, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. I mentioned this before, gaming has become increasingly expensive, and some things you just can't afford immediately. And I'm not like other people to do shit like boycotting and stuff like that. If I really like a game and I'm really keen to play it, I will wait till it gets reduced in price or it's on a deal or something and I'll buy it later. But the thing Rockstar has done now is just plain stupid and pathetic. Like, divide your audience to win? Like, how does that even compute? Like, who thought this was a good idea in that company and thought, you know what, guys, yeah, greenlit that shit. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. This is a moronic idea. It doesn't just hurt the consumer, but also the game itself. By locking missions behind the paywall, you're taking a shot at the very story and the narrative of your own game. Look, GTA has always been revered as a game because Rockstar's idea of open world was better and more innovative than others. Like, when you Google open world games, GTA comes first before any other game. Now, with this stupid decision that they've made, it effectively makes the game less interactive, less open world, because then you're not able to do whatever you want or talk to whoever you want, because there is a message that says, if you like to interact with everything, enter every shop, talk to every NPC, please purchase Ultimate Edition. Like, why would you do that? It's just honestly so stupid. This is just another manipulative form of monetization with a different scheme to manipulate your players and milk them of even more money. By the way, I thought the whole point of gaming was to forget about our financial struggles for an hour or two before we went to bed, so we can deal with that shit the day after. But I guess that's too much to ask. I guess Rockstar has to remind us somehow, oh, sorry, you should have paid more if you didn't want, restrictive access. Like, what in the actual fuck are you guys doing? It's such a shame, honestly, from a company as wealthy as Rockstar to do something like this. It's just an absolute low. Like, you guys are the last defender of the Western gaming industry, and everyone looks up to you as their savior. And instead of you doing something that absolutely solidifies people's trust, that says, yes, Western studios can still put out bangers and literally sweep the competition and win flawlessly, you go ahead and you do stuff like this, which not only creates a rift in the gaming industry as a whole, but also divides your own audience. Like, there are people out there that are genuinely biased about Rockstar, and you actually love to see it because you see the passion, you see the loyalty from them. Instead, you guys, instead of making those guys feel more special, this is what you do. How do you think those guys feel right now? Do you think you haven't betrayed their trust a little bit? That now, unless they pay you whatever you ask of them, you won't give them a full version of a game they've been waiting for 13 years. I don't know about you guys, but I don't trust companies, especially in the West, that easily. But Rockstar was literally like a rock for me since Vice City. No pun intended, by the way. But now after this, I'm a little skeptical. I'm a little bothered. And I trust them a little less. Because if you treat me, that who's been a loyal fan since day one, like this, then I don't think I really want to know how you would treat me if I had just found out about GTA or Rockstar's existence 2 days ago. I hate to break it to those who want to disagree with me, but let me tell you guys something. You're not buying anything extra with the Ultimate Edition. You're getting handed the full version of a game as it should be, with a higher price tag, a bunch of cars, and stuff that is just there to mask the deception of their marketing strategy. And you get to be a part of a segregated group that feels special because you paid more and you think you got more, which in reality, they're taking us for a bunch of chumps. They think we can't read between the lines. Like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I read the news this morning, that part is the part that pisses me off the most. It's not the price tag, guys. It's not the description of the explanations and stuff that they provide you when you go to pre-order it. It's not that. It's the fact that they insult my intelligence thinking it's okay to take a loyal fan for a chump. And I'll just fork over whatever they ask of me because I've been waiting for this shit for more than a decade. I don't know, guys, but over the past year, I've become less and less interested in GTA 6. Mainly because the original team that designed and made the old games, from Vice City till GTA 5, those guys aren't there anymore. There are multiple counts of protests, lawsuits, and people departing from the company. There are reports of GTA doing DI hires. Like, all of that on its own is already a lot to deal with. When you hear stuff like that as a loyal fan, it's already a lot to hear. Now, all of that, coupled with the marketing strategy that they're implementing now, which basically takes me as a fan for a fool, it's a little much, you know? But hey, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope they prove me wrong, because I've been waiting for this for 13 years. And I actually want it to be good. I really do. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this topic. Let me know what you guys think. Come have a chat with me. Share with me your thoughts, and yeah. Let's see what happens. Thank you guys for listening to me, giving me your time. I really appreciate it. I do. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. And I do hope that you enjoy the rest of your day and take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next video. Peace be with you.